Welcome to the Smooth Force Podcast. I am Lamar, your host, and I have the honor to speak to Nicole Chaplin, aka the Fitness Rockstar. How you doing, Nicole?
I'm great. Thank you so much,
Now,
Lamar.
great, great. Well, let me do this proper introduction because you're so involved in so much. You're a public speaker. You're a motivator. Okay. You're a published author. We have Yes Ma'am and a Healthy Love Affair. So you have two books out there. A YouTuber with 2.87 thousand subscribers, which is impressive in itself. Okay.
Thank you.
You are an emergency C-section mom who lost 70 pounds post pregnancy, post delivery. Nixolation, where you do workout videos, speaking engagements, and you are the Essence Magazine and Ford Company Leading Ladies Award recipient. That's a lot right there. That's a lot. That's why I needed you. I needed you on the Smooth Force podcast. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited. I'm glad to see this podcast launching, taking off. So this is amazing.
I
Yeah, by
appreciate
the
it.
grace of God, I've been able. You're welcome. I've been able to do those things and really be able to share the word about health and wellness and starting from the inside. So thank you. Hearing it makes me smile. Like, okay, we doing something, Nicole. We
You're
got some
doing
work
it.
down in the streets. Yeah. So thank you.
You're doing it. You're definitely doing it. I want to mention how we first met. So I first started following you on Instagram. Then because I saw it's so much fitness stuff, and I enjoyed your post. Then maybe in I could be wrong on the year, maybe 2018. I believe it was 18. It could have been 19. I'm not completely sure. You did a vision board in Brooklyn, okay, Brooklyn, New York, and that's why I met you in person. We spoke a little bit, and what I appreciated so much about that conversation or that interaction was you were not phony. You was like zero phoniness. You were that same person you see on the videos, that sincere person, that person who has passion for what they do. You had no issues speaking with. We actually did like a short interview. It's on my IG page from back. I can check the year, and you was just an open, caring person, a sincere, real person, and that we need more people like that. So I really respect that. So with all of that coming to mind, I'm like, I need Nicole Chaplin on this podcast because she is a sincere, she's real, and she's really into what she's into. So
Thank
I
you.
need you on
Thank you.
there.
Yes. It was
No,
2019. It was
19.
right
Okay,
before Rona hit. Yeah, because we
right.
were praying
Okay.
right before this Rona hit.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember. I remember. Okay, so let me start off with anyone who saw any of your videos, especially your older videos, is known that you love to dance. You
Yeah.
love to dance, yes. Where did that passion come from?
I think I've always enjoyed music. I've always been into
Okay.
music, and I always liked. I mean, maybe it's my African roots, like who we are as people, drums and stuff like
Okay.
that. And I have brothers and sisters, but I was raised as an
Okay.
only child, so I would
Okay.
always be home alone and turn the music up loud, and I would dance. I would
Yes.
dance while I was cleaning. I
Yes.
would dance while I was doing my homework. I would dance while I
Okay.
was folding clothes. Like no matter what, I would stop what I'm doing, blast it higher. And I think
Nice.
music
Nice.
became my sister and brother. Like it was my sibling. I
Okay.
would. It was earlier when hip hop. No disrespect to hip hop now, but it was just a different level of hip hop. So I would act like I was a rapper. Like I would be in the mirror
Yeah.
like da, da, da,
Okay.
da, 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 da. And then I would break out dancing. So
Good.
and
Nice.
and I think that dancing came and made me start liking fitness because I'm from Jamaica, but I mean I live in Miami.
Okay.
I would be
Okay.
sweating in my house. So I would
Yes.
dance to the
Yes. Yes.
point that I would be drenched. And mommy would
Nice.
come home and
Nice.
be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm dancing, dancing,
Mm-hmm.
dancing." So
There we
it kind
go.
of
There you
led
go.
into fitness. Yeah.
And it led you into fitness, but it is fitness as well. a lot of aerobic classes, especially the more recent classes, is dancing. Folks are there dancing.
Mm-hmm.
It's been going on for years with dancing. It's just moving, and I'm an advocate for movement. Just move, do something, walk, run, dance, do something. And if it's something you enjoy doing, it's fun exercise. I'll be honest, not all
Yes.
exercising is fun. Like me going to the gym, I enjoy the gym, but I know not everyone does. I don't particularly love running distance, but some people do. So not all exercise is fun, but dancing is fun. Most people enjoy dancing. So why don't you
Me
dance,
too.
move, burn calories? It's aerobics, so it
Mm-hmm.
works. It definitely works. You want to open a charity in Jamaica for homeless kids. So you mentioned that you live in Florida, but Jamaican born and Jamaica born, and you want to open a charity in Jamaica. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. I was actually born in Miami, and then I went to Jamaica
Oh,
and lived with
Miami.
my grandmother,
Okay.
and then I came back
Okay.
after a while. And I feel
Okay.
like if you have a home, you can
Mm-hmm.
you have something to start with. If you don't have a home, it's hard
Yes.
to build. It's hard. Like,
Yes.
where do you rest your head? Where do you feel safe if you don't have a home? So
Mm-hmm.
I've taught myself, even if I can't start it a big charity with like a building and everything, because I want something that can be sustained way past my lifetime. I want to start.
Yes.
This is something I've been praying about. Maybe I just start with a family. Maybe I just start
Okay.
with, you know, partnering with somebody that already has a company that already has, and seeing how they do it and contribute that way until I can do my own. But it's big to me. I've always had shelter. I've always been in a safe environment. I've always had um, a loving family. I never had any war stories, horror stories growing up. And some of the stories that I
Nice.
hear, just not feeling safe in their home, burglaries, feeling scared about, people knocking at the door, not knowing who it was. And I think maybe because I was home alone so much, it didn't bother
Mm-hmm.
me because I always felt safe. But what about the
Okay.
children that don't
Okay.
even have that home? They don't
That's
can't
true.
feel safe from the get go. So
That's true.
I think that is really why, and I'm big into legacy. If
Okay.
you don't have a home, where
Mm-hmm.
do you even start where you can pass something down? So
Good point.
the foundation of it is like you need shelter, love, water, and food. Once we get
Mm-hmm.
those things, how do we build generational wealth? We need to start having homes and property. So it's a multi-level goal of mine.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I wish you the most success in doing that. Great
Thank you.
goal. That is something that'll last forever. That's years past your days. It will still be around, and your name will always be honored if you
Yeah.
complete that goal. So that'll be phenomenal. That'll be phenomenal. You
Thank
went
you.
to Africa. You went to Africa. Okay. I haven't been there yet. I do want to go. You went
It's gonna
to
change your life.
Zanzibar. I hear. That's what people tell me. Everyone I
Hmm.
spoke to who has been there, they tell me the same thing. So you've been to Zanzibar, Tanzania, and Egypt. Uh, how was the countries?
Yes. I'm gonna tell you, when I got off the plane, and they say it Tanzania, so I'm gonna say it how they say it. Zanzibar, Tanzania. When I
Okay,
got to
okay,
Tanzania and I got off the
okay,
plane, there was this gentleman. He was our driver and our tour guide.
okay.
When I said he opened his arms and said, "Welcome home," we all froze.
Nice,
Like, we
nice.
all, like, it does something to you, because whether you're Jamaican, Haitian, Bahamian, from any island, America, Canada, Brazil, South America, and the list goes on, it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. Your home is Africa.
Yes,
We may not
yes.
know where. So my
Okay.
spirit was just like, I just had to stop. When he said it, I just stopped
Wow.
for like 5 seconds. I was like, oh my God, this is what it feels like to be around people that know who they are. I don't really fully know
Yes.
who I am, because
Okay.
yeah, Jamaica, yes, but I know that's not where it started. And then the water in Tanzania is like crystal white, parts of
Oh wow.
Zanzibar, the
Wow.
food, um, the family values, the
Mm.
people. Imagine going somewhere where everybody looks like you.
Oh wow. Yes. Yes.
Like in my household, everybody looks like me, but imagine the entire country looks like you.
Wow. Wow. That's an
So I didn't
experience. Yes.
feel, yeah, it's a different vibe, And I like the fact that, when Chinese people go to China, they know what it feels like, right?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know what it feels like to go and be around, in Jamaica it does, but around people that are strictly from that land. And
Yes.
it was just amazing, the culture, the Maasai tribe, seeing how kids interact, the parenting life. Like I wasn't just at the resort, I was with the people, the food, ugali, and how they eat, and just so many things. And then that was last year, and then in less than like 10 months later, I'm back in Africa again, and I went to Egypt
Nice. Nice. Nice.
to see the pyramids. Oh my gosh, to
I
see
heard
your
the. I heard the
ancestors.
beautiful.
That's another breathtaking moment. Like you're looking at this artwork, you're looking at these monuments, and you're like, there's no trace really of how it was built.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And to touch the same, like they 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 were so meticulous with their detail. I was really on the Nile River where Moses, was in the river. I was where they parted the Red Sea. I walked on the same land where
Oh,
Jesus,
oh
where
wow.
God was like, here, parting the Red Sea. That does something to you.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
that does something to you. So coming back to America, I would say it was I don't stress the things that we hear stress like I used to, because what's going on in America news wise,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to insult our country, but I would say that this really ain't no real problems. Like we got problems, but
Okay.
some of these problems we're making them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
we're
Yes.
making problems that don't really need to be made. You
Yes.
feel
Yes.
me?
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Got you. Got you. Now,
Hmm.
I think you just. I think you just. This is a. And I'm glad you said everything you said. This is a fitness and health podcast, but I think you need to start a travel agency because I think everyone who watches this episode is going to go and book a ticket to Africa somewhere. So I think
It's
that's
amazing.
another venture you may want to consider because you sold me. I'm going. I'm going. I don't know when, but I'm going. So
Well, you know what
I like that.
I'm gonna tell you this, and you're gonna notice this, and it's gonna go into
Okay.
health.
Okay.
Before I went to Zanzibar, Tanzania, I had caught a hernia. And
Okay.
I told the doctor, can I take this surgery before I go on the plane? He was like, I don't know. I think you should wait, go on your trip, and then let's do the surgery. And I'm glad I followed his
Okay.
direction. When I tell you, Lamar, I'm telling you, no lie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel the pain one time in Africa.
Oh wow.
I didn't,
Wow.
I forgot.
Wow.
When I
Mm-hmm.
tell you I didn't feel the pain walking, I was up and down on the airport. The minute I touched down, when I got back to Miami International Airport, the pain
Mm-hmm.
came back.
Wow.
And I'm gonna
Wow.
tell you something. Number one, I think it's the environment I was in.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think number two, obviously I'm on vacation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But number
Vacation mode.
three, I think the vibrations was
Mm-hmm.
different. So vibes has a lot to do with your health.
It does.
Your
It does.
energy of people have a lot, and I hang around really positive people, but here, like, it's so much social media and this and that, and it's a lot, you know what I mean? Over
Yes.
there,
Yes.
it was so calm, and it was so much about family, and we were eating
Yes.
dinner. It was 40 of us that went together. Jet Black Travel
Okay.
Group is the name of the company. Imagine
Yes.
40 people coming to Africa, many of them for the first time, and they're just in a different health and mind zone. They don't care about watches and who got a Bugatti and who's posting the new bag. Like, that's not the
Yes. Yes.
conversation. The conversation was, how do we build? How do we get an Airbnb up in this place? How do we buy land over here? How do we get our
Yes.
children over here? So the conversation and the importance of what matters, I think that affects your health.
I agree. I agree.
Totally
I
two
agree.
different worlds. Yeah, I'm going back. I'm telling you, I I think my not I think my goal is to go to Africa every
Okay.
other year.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
One country, so Ghana, Nigeria, Madagascar, Malawi, um, the Congo. Like my son studies all African countries. He knows all
Nice.
of them by memory, and he's 5,
Beautiful.
and he
Beautiful.
knows where they are on the map.
Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So,
I saw you did. I didn't watch the whole interview, but you did an interview with a CEO of Jet Black Travel, and I just saw some of it. Once we get off, I'm gonna watch the rest of it.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, it looked like it was a good interview, so I'm excited to watch that. How far can you take fitness? 'Cause I know it's a lifestyle for you, and I know you're working with the kids, and you're definitely a role model. You're doing a lot. So how far can you take fitness?
I think at this point, and it's interesting. Somebody just asked me a similar question, like, "Where do you see it?" I'm more gonna go into the event side and still work out, still do events. Like Essence Fest is big. I've done it twice, center stage.
Okay.
Um, I just did the Miramar Cultural Center, the Wellness Day. We had 280 people show up
Wow.
right there on the
Wow.
lawn in
Nice.
Miami. So yeah, if because of the things that you said, and I have so much on my plate,
Mm-hmm.
um, I gotta make sure that I'm hitting as many people as possible with the
Yes,
message.
that's important.
And yeah, and eventually my goal is I would really like to do like an event at a stadium. Like I would love
Nice.
to be like the
Nice.
opening act for the Dolphins game one day, or
Nice.
go on like a 10 city tour where I just go with the top trainers in Miami, top trainers in LA, and just do a 10 city tour like the weekends. But I'm a mom, so I gotta
Mm-hmm.
like play it out, you know. And let's see. But I don't think there's a limit. I've been invited to go to Ghana the year
Okay.
that Rona hit. I was gonna go
Okay.
to Ghana,
Okay.
um, and it was a 10-day event, and I was gonna do fitness every other day.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, so to answer your question, there is no limit for me. As long
Good.
as people see me by how I move, how I talk, how I love on people, and how I take it seriously, fitness is really about your inside. If your inside is nasty with food and nasty with nasty thoughts and nasty with how you move, it's gonna show on your skin. It's gonna show how you treat people. It's gonna show
Yes.
when you're in the gym,
Yes.
you're always mad. You're not even gonna want to work out because you have
Yes.
a negative, nasty attitude. So you in the
Yes.
gym with
Yes.
attitude. It's like, whoa. It's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be a place to. Like, I'm not saying you can't be serious, but and everybody's entitled to their day. But you're most
Okay.
likely not gonna make a lifestyle of health and wellness if you're not inside internally right.
I agree. I agree with you. I definitely agree
Hmm.
with you. And with that, I mean, there's probably so much I can talk to you about fitness and what you're doing, and I agree with everything that you said, and I like how you're taking it to the next level, and like say you're speaking stadium, that's big. You're talking, you want
Hmm.
to take it to a stadium, that's impressive. I wish you all the luck with that. I could talk, as I said, I can talk to you all day about fitness. I definitely want to talk to you. I definitely want to talk to you more about trips to Africa because that definitely interests me. Uh, Maybe one day down the road we can orchestrate a project. Maybe do something. That's a possibility. Uh, how can individuals contact you if they want? And I know you have I know you have YouTube. I know you
Yes.
have Instagram. I know you wrote 2 books, so someone may want a copy of your books. So how could someone contact you just to get that information?
Absolutely. My company website is thenicolliction.com. It's the and then NIXOLITION.com. Or they can hit me up on Instagram, and in my website they can just do the contact information. It's info at thenicolliction.com. And also to the reason I named it Nicolliction is because I wanted Coalition and Nicole together, so it's
Oh,
Nicolliction.
nice,
Yeah, but I couldn't
nice.
use C because somebody actually took Nicolliction with a C.
Oh,
I
you
was like,
did. Okay.
how? That's not even a word. How did you
Yeah.
guys say situation? I made that word up, but I guess
Yeah.
somebody made it up too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they can send me that. I try not to check my DMs only because it gets a little much and I
Yeah,
can't
you probably get a
really
lot.
yeah, I just can't follow up and then I feel bad, so I don't really encourage people to DM me, but if they email me, I'll get it.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Nicole, it was a pleasure. Thank you for being on the Smooth Force podcast. I hope everyone reach out to you. They go grab a copy of your book, and they just follow you because you're a motivator. You're a positive person. As I said in the introduction, you are a real person. You are a sincere person. I
Thank you.
didn't sense a phony bone in your body, so I
Thank
definitely
you.
I definitely enjoyed that. So thank you again, and hopefully, and we'll definitely speak again.
Okay, Lauren,
All
thank you
right.
so much. You have a blessed day.
You